going for a while, but I'm back now. So come fight shit so I can get wild. Fuck what you heard on the boss hoe. Money is waving like my name hoe. You play you in the streets, but it's lost though. You just go to school to come back home. I know. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's me. You see me. You see me. And what's up, my thuggies all the way in the back? My supporters in the back. Hey, say nah. But what I'm gonna be talking about today, I'm gonna do like advice on two things, which is communication and how to calm down. I feel like these two go together, so I'm just gonna do both of them in one video. And let's get started then. Okay, so like communication, I feel like when you come into having a conversation with somebody, you need to come in honest. Don't be trying to sugarcoat nothing. You just need to be completely honest. Personally, how I feel. Because if you talking to your significant other or somebody that's your friend, you should be able to come to them and tell them anything without them feeling some type of way. With that being said, when you come and talk to this person, don't try to make this person feel bad or feel a negative vibe off you from telling them how you feel. That's my opinion. That's my opinion on it. And all right, relationships first. We'll get into the friends next, but relationships first. I feel like face-to-face conversation is good. That's my honest opinion. Y'all don't have to take it, but I'm just saying. Face-to-face communication is always better than text. Because in text messages, you can take anything however you want it. So if you feel like she coming at you negative, or you feel like he coming at you negative, you're going to take it negative. Even if that's not how they sent it or how they meant it. If you feel that way, that's how you're going to take it. So I recommend talking face-to-face. That way y'all can see each other's body language and each other face expressions and all that good stuff. Because I feel like that falls into communication in a way. Now, when you sit down and talk, please be honest. Don't be trying to sugarcoat and leave stuff out, because they never gonna know what really to fix if you're not being honest. If you have a problem with something, stick to the problem. Don't be like, well, no, it's okay, I'm just saying. No, because it hurts your feelings, you feel some type of way, you need to communicate that. Communicate that. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? But anyways. And another thing, I feel like when y'all communicate, y'all need to let each other talk. One person talk at a time, not trying to talk over each other, because y'all never gonna get nobody's point across, because all y'all gonna be doing is yelling. That one person need to talk, and then when they're finished talking, you need to respond to that everything and say what you have to say. But while doing that, y'all need to look at each other's body language and face expressions. That way you can be able to ask them, did what I say hurt your feelings? Did that make you feel some type of way? Do you need a moment? Y'all need to ask this while y'all communicate to make y'all communication process so much better. Because that way y'all understand each other and everything is not just going in one ear out the other one. You're actually listening, you understand, all of that good stuff. Because all that falls into communication. You see me? You see me? Now, when the conversation is getting rowdy and everybody is getting upset, tell them you need a minute and walk away. You ain't gotta be rude about it. You don't have to be aggressive. Just like, I need a minute. But if that person is forcing you to talk and you don't want to talk, walk away. And if it escalates from there, just break up. Because obviously at that point, it's really no reason to even be trying to communicate anymore, because they're not listening. They're not even trying to pay attention. They don't care how you feel. Walk away and let it go. Now, calming down from a really big argument is going to take a little bit of time. I recommend separating. Like, y'all need to be in the same spot. Don't be in the same house, in the same car. None of that. Nothing. Just get the fuck up and walk away. Go home. Wherever you at, go home. Go the fuck home. Like, that's just my opinion. Go the fuck home. Kick them out. Do whatever you gotta do. But at that point, y'all need to be separated. Y'all need to have like a day of yourself or something. Because the calming down process, because I hold grudges. So, like, if you make me feel a certain type of way and I'm trying to communicate with you, I'm gonna shut down. I don't care. I'm gonna be mad for like 2-3 days. Don't fucking talk to me. And that's just me personally. But other people can, like, after argument, can, like, the next day be, like, all right with it. And then they trying to move on with their day. That ain't me. That ain't me. I need 2-3 days for myself because you just pissed me the fuck off. Okay? But the person that you are doing that with needs to understand that at the same time. That you need your couple days to yourself. And this is what I mean by understanding the person that you are talking to and communicating with. Stop trying to force people to talk if they don't want to talk. Let them be ready to talk to you and tell you what's wrong in that moment, because you don't want to make everything worse when you're just trying to communicate. In my opinion. Now, with friendships, it's kind of different, because it's like a relationship. You can be like, oh, well, my friend who still be around, fuck that nigga. If he ain't worth my time, he ain't worth my time. But friends is different, because it's like y'all been friends for a long time, or like that's the person you tell everything to. So it's like it's kind of hard. But all I'm gonna say, if you gotta put your hands on that person, then y'all friendship just, it should never get to the point where you gotta put your hands on your friend. And if it do, y'all just don't need to be friends, because it shouldn't even got to that point. Because you should be able to come to your friend and be like, bitch, you being fake as fuck. You should be able to come to your friend and tell your friend that. Or you should be able to come to your friend and be like, look, I just feel like you doing such and such and such, and I ain't really fucking with that, and I don't really like all that shit. You should be able to come to your friend, tell your friend how you feel about whatever the fuck he or she is doing. In my personal opinion. Because I'm one of the blunt friends out of every group. I'm going to tell you like it is. And if you get mad at me, you just the fuck mad at me. I don't give no fucks. Because I'm going to tell you. Because I'm going to tell you. Like, I don't care. I don't care. I know that's kind of bad, but it's like, it's not bad at the same time. Because if I can take anything that you say to me, you should be able to take whatever the fuck I got to say back to you. That's just how I honestly feel. And calming down from an argument with your friend can sometimes be very difficult. But it all works on communication. How you say stuff to that person. Almost like you talk to somebody you're in a relationship with. You need to make sure that they don't feel, after y'all talk, you need to be like, do you feel like I say anything wrong, or anything that I say hurt your feelings? Because then that can be another conversation that y'all have and y'all talk about. It'll make everything so much better. But like I said, if it gets to a point where you have to put your hands on somebody that you're friends with and y'all been cool, y'all don't need to be friends, because it should never ever get to that point where y'all gotta put your hands on each other. Because y'all can argue all day long, but what friendship don't be having arguments? Please tell me, because I ain't never been in a friendship where I ain't never had no arguments. So, because I'm too fucking blunt for a lot of people. And I understand that, but I can't help it. Like, if you're my friend, I'm gonna tell you, bitch, you're fake. Why the fuck is you hanging out with that bitch? Bitch, now, why you done did that? Because if you're wrong, you're wrong. And I'm gonna tell you. Because if I'm wrong, I expect y'all to tell me. Don't be trying to have my back and be fake. Have my back in public. Okay? But when we get in private, you should be able to tell me whatever you want to tell me. Okay? Okay? Shoot. I don't be knowing what is wrong with y'all. Communication for like friendships and relationships are a big deal in keeping a friendship. And like I had to learn that because I just started getting to having good communication skills, because I used to just shut everybody out and I ain't care. Whatever I said is what I the fuck said. But you can't be like that, because it's like it's always two sides to a story. And even though you might not understand their side to their story, you still have to, what if I was in their shoes? And if you put yourself in their shoes and you still would have did the situation different, that's another conversation that y'all would have had. Like, that's another conversation that should be brought up. Because it's like, well, I would never did that shit to you. I don't care what we was doing or how, I would never did that shit to you. And if they still stuck in their ways and they're trying to understand, and you're trying to understand, but they not trying, hit their ass to the curb. Friendship and relationship, bad default. Because what are you wasting your time for? What are you wasting your time for? There's no point in even wasting your time. If nobody's understanding anybody, then it's just not a relationship to have, honestly. And with the relationships, communication can be very hard if y'all come into the relationship already damaged. Stop doing that shit. Because y'all not making it any easier. Y'all need to communicate and tell each other how y'all feel. I feel like y'all should choose every 2 weeks or every week. One day out of that week or every 2 weeks, y'all need to sit down and talk. And be like, well, this is how I felt for the last couple days. Or I noticed that you've been doing this and been doing this, and I don't really like it. I'm not really fucking with it. That is something that I feel like couples should do, because it'll better y'all communication. Also, y'all understand where each other's coming from. Now, honey, if your this gut is telling you that this is probably going to be the last conversation that you have trying to communicate with him, as you communicate with him, you could be like, or you communicate with her, you be like, I noticed that you've been doing this, and we done had these conversations multiple times, and I'm just ready to be done. In that shit, if your gut is telling you that it's probably going to be the last communication that you want to deal with, believe in your gut and just go ahead and do it. Because 9 times out of 10, if a nigga is still doing what the fuck they want to do and they not caring about your feelings, I just let you think for your fucking self. I just let you think for yourself, because I don't know what's going on in your household. So, but yeah, that's basically all with communication. Like, just keeping it, like, whatever y'all talk about, just keep it in your head, or like try to write it down, or take notes about something. I say keep it in the back of your head just in case. So when you get ready to do something, you remember, she ain't really like that shit, she ain't fuck with that shit, let me not do it. Because you don't want to have the same conversations over and over. That's gonna make a girl break up with your ass. Because I'm one of them bitches. Because a blunt ass bitch like me, I tell everything straight up. I don't care. I don't hide shit. If you ask, I'm gonna tell you. And that also falls in with communication. You need to be honest at all times. If somebody come and ask you a question, just be honest with whatever you gotta say. Don't be trying to lie and cover it up and sugarcoat. Just say it. If they come and ask you a question, be like, you was talking to such and such. Yeah, I was. And then y'all can have a conversation. Why? What made you feel that way? What made you feel like that you had to go and talk to other people? Y'all need to have those conversations, because a lot of relationships could really be fixed if y'all just communicate and be honest and don't be trying to sugarcoat everything, because sugarcoating don't help. It's the same thing as motherfucking lying, because you're not even telling everything, not even telling the whole full truth. Tell them how you feel. Dang. Ladies, tell them how you feel. Stop trying to, we understand that these niggas be damaged, but stop trying to protect their feelings all the time, because sometimes they just need to hear it bluntly. Sometimes they just need to hear you say it. If you're not saying it and you're sugarcoating it and you like, well, I feel like such and such and such and such, but it's okay though, I just wanted to let you know how I felt. You're sugarcoating it. Don't tell him it's okay. It's not okay. It's not okay, because you keep constantly doing it. It's not okay. Let them know that it's not okay. It's not okay. That was a lit-ass reaction, but I just said it. But anyways, stop sugarcoating shit. You don't communicate by sugarcoating. If you coming to have a conversation, you need to come and be completely honest about the conversation. Let each other talk. Say what y'all gotta say. And if the conversation ain't getting nowhere, then just fucking end it. Just end it. Especially if you coming to have a conversation about something dead ass serious that you really need to sit down and talk about. Then yeah. And then if a month go past and the shit still happen, or a couple weeks go past and it's still happening after you done sit down and poured your whole heart out and you done cried and all that, and they still not listening, kick his ass to the curb. That way when you start turning up, they gonna know. They gonna know. And I always be like, honey, you is not doing too much. They just not doing enough. Okay? Understand that. You is not doing too much. Alright? You came, you communicated, you did what you had to do, and now it's time to kick his ass to the curb. That's not doing too much. Okay? Okay. And with the friendships, They still want to be fake. They still want to do that foo-foo shit. They still dramatize. They still want to do all that, kick their ass to the curb. You ain't even got time for all of that. Especially if you can't even come to your friend and tell your friend how you feel. You kick them to the curb. The fuck? Kick them. Bad. Get the fuck on. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. But that's really all I got for today about communication and how to calm down. I didn't really talk about how much to calm down only because it really doesn't take that much. Walk away. Don't be trying to turn up and don't get yourself overwhelmed and upset when you could just walk away. Don't get yourself heated and mad when you could just walk away. Don't be trying to put your hands on them if you could just walk away. Now sometimes you just be needing to punch them in their shit. If you punch them, walk away. With friends, y'all might just gotta fight it out. But like I said, if you ever gotta put your hands on that person, y'all just wasn't meant to even be friends, because it should never get to that point. Relationship wise, fuck that nigga and his feelings. I'm playing. Don't put your hands on them either. Don't put your hands on them either. Please don't listen to my toxicity. Don't put your hands on them, y'all. It's a work in progress for some people, but it's gonna get there. You can try. But you see me. Thank y'all for watching. I'm so excited I get to do this, because this is all I really wanted to do anyway. But bye. Tell your little bitch my name really not an option.